Full-time score, Tottenham 3, Liverpool 6. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest scoring Premier League match this season so far. 9-goal thriller. Tons of narratives discussed, tons of storylines. Should Big Ange get sacked? Mohamed Salah climbing up to 4th all-time LFC goal scorers in the charts. First ever player to get 10 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League before Christmas. Mohamed Salah is on the best run of form I've ever seen a player go on in my life. Messi back, during Barca, sure. But in the Premier League, I've never seen someone play like this, mate. The stats speak for themselves in a weird way. Tottenham had more of the ball, 52% to Liverpool's 48%. The XG was 1.25 to Tottenham, 4.55 to Liverpool. Both sides overperforming their XG there with some good finishes. But the shot discrepancy here, 9 shots to 24 shots. Tottenham having 15 shots less at home. Only 2 big chances to Liverpool's 9. It could have been 9. 9 big chances is crazy. Almost double digits in big chances is nuts. But all in all, I don't know what to say for Spurs fans. Spurs fans, let me know in the comments. I don't mean to rag on you guys. It's been a up and down season for Spurs. A lot of players injured there right now. That was the one thing I was talking on stream about. They needed a goalie in January. Forster is no good for them. He can't be the option going forward. Vicario, I think, is one of the best goalies in the league on his day. He's out until March, according to FootMob. Who do you think should come in? What is the solution? Because I don't think this is a solution moving forward for Spurs. We face Spurs in the Cup. If we face Fraser Forster, we're going to absolutely storm through him again. We might even put up a rotated side and still ship 3 past them. But decent signs at times in offense for Tottenham. Let's kind of just recount the whole game. As always, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Going to have a lot of content coming out soon. But the goal scoring opened up in the 23rd minute. Up until then, there was some really big chances for Salah. He had hit the crossbar. There was a moment where he could have passed to Szoboszlai, who was open. There's just these pockets in play where the Tottenham lineup, which, mind you, consisted of a back 4 of Spence, Gray, Dragusin, and Porro sitting in front of Fraser Forster. Mate, that isn't a championship level backline at times. Like that center back partnership is non-existent. Let's be real. Dragusin barely plays for Tottenham, bar when someone's injured. And Gray, he is not a center back. He's a defensive mid who's played at right back sometimes, now playing as a center back because of injury issues. And I think this comes down to one guy and one guy alone. Daniel Levy is to blame. Should Big Ange get the sack? Spurs fans, let me know. Do you think he's losing the dressing room? What do you think it is? I think with the fact that they have a lot of players injured, even the players that they do have injured, some of them aren't at that level that you would want for a top 6 club. We're gonna read the injured list for both sides. For Liverpool, it's only Bradley and Konate, 2 players who I think will help Liverpool rotate in the future. Konate, obviously, starting 11 player. And then you have Bradley, who's a backup. But for Tottenham, Richarlison, out. Odegaard, out. Bentancur, suspended. Van de Ven, out. Romero, out. Davies, out. Vicario, out. Mikey Moore, out. Vicario, Romero, Van de Ven. I'd say probably Bentancur, Richarlison. The fact that they're losing all those guys is huge. But would they be farther up, in the table? I don't know if they'd be much further up. Some of these guys, let's be real, just aren't at that level. There's no reason Davies should be getting PT at Tottenham in the year 2024. There's no reason. I think Odegaard, I'm intrigued by. He's relatively young. I don't know. Richarlison, I don't think is like a top 6 player. Bentancur is like a top 6 rotation piece. Like Bentancur is the type of guy that like comes off the bench for City. And that's not bad. That's not a jab. It's just, is that what Tottenham want to be? I don't know. As for Liverpool, if we recount the whole match, with the shots, I mean, there's just so many shots to choose from. So first shot came in the 3rd minute. Salah hit it wide, and he had an opportunity to play it in, but regardless, from there, it was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Liverpool got 4 shots off up until the 15th minute, and then Sarr had a good one that went wide. Sarr had a few. It wasn't really great. No really contest on it from the goalie. And then it's basically these, Tottenham would get like, up until the goal that they scored, they'd take one shot, and then Liverpool would just get 4 or 5. I don't know really what to say for Big Ange. The passing they had more accurate passes than Liverpool, slightly less accurate overall, but more accurate passes total, so more total passes as well. Less fouls committed, more corners, way less shots, 9 total shots to Liverpool's 24, 5 shots on target to Liverpool's 12. That's pitiful. 2 big chances is, I don't know what to say about that. They scored 3, so they outperformed their XG, but even with outperforming XG, here's where it might lie. 41 duels won for Tottenham, 46 Liverpool. Of these, there's a huge 8 aerial duels won by Liverpool, 4 by Tottenham. That's 67% of the aerial duels being won going towards Liverpool. That definitely doesn't help. The interception rate, 16, double the amount of interceptions. 4 more tackles, but similar tackling percentage. 6 saves for Fraser Forster, 5 blocks for Tottenham. I mean, I'm really trying to dissect these stats and see what's the ground duels were almost similar at 49% and 51%. So it's like, really, it comes down to this aerial duel number, I feel. Liverpool were able to just kind of like pounce on that and continue to retain the ball from there. Tottenham, I don't know. I'd love to see their shape in terms of like formation. Player positions, here we go. So Tottenham had a very kind of like spacious kind of look to them. If you look at the shape of Tottenham, there's literal gaps between 24 and 14 in terms of the left back and the center back, and then even the 2 center backs. While there's like, it seems porous, but Liverpool seems very kind of almost orderly and structured. Gakpo and Diaz playing close to each other, Salah playing basically high and wide further than anyone, helping to kind of, and he's playing right in that pocket between them, between the left back and the center back, kind of forcing, like further ahead of them on average, but like forcing them to like have to deal with him, even though he's in an offside position sometimes. Like if he drops back in and receives a pass in an onside position, you have to adjust. But Liverpool, the midfield was almost like totally even. Tottenham, I don't even know, mate. Tottenham's just got this like whole kind of like lopsided thing because they have like a 4-back, but with the back 2 right now, it just seems like they're being very compressed. They're not able to really play out of their half. Obviously Udogie didn't play. Jed Spence played. I don't know if that was a tactical decision, but Spence played almost more like a traditional fullback, I guess, as opposed to a wingback. Whereas even Robbo, you see him here, like as 26 for Liverpool on the like halfway line. He's really just kind of like high and allowing for like this 2-4-3-1 to form, like as opposed to Tottenham where they got a 2-4-2-2 that is really almost flat and almost just constantly playing this vertical approach. Whereas Liverpool, I don't know. I feel like the shape that Liverpool had, the momentum that they had through the game was really good. But Spurs, mate, I don't know what to say. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you're a Spurs fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, I imagine you're feeling thrilled. Top of the league, another win in the game in hand would take us 7 points clear of Chelsea on 42 points right now with 39 points and 16 matches played. A game in hand compared to the rest of the league. Besides Everton, a lovely, lovely, lovely Sunday outing for Liverpool. Full-time score 3 to Tottenham, 6 to Liverpool. Thank you so much for joining me on Sideline Sedo. Subscribe for new. Peace.